Control all of your data everywhere. The Gurucul Data Optimizer helps you streamline collection, filtering, enrichment, and routing of your data while reducing costs by at least 40%. Thank you for joining us for a quick demo of the Gurucul Data Optimizer. So here you see the out-of-the-box dashboard for the Data Optimizer. There are a few widgets here to help you understand your incoming and outgoing data sources from the Data Optimizer. We'll start with the Optimizer Percentage widget, which shows the overall reduction of data by 60% that is being sent to various destinations that we will go into in a minute. The Total Incoming Volume widget shows that we have around 1.3 terabytes of data coming in daily, while the output volume of data being routed to the various destinations I mentioned is 520 gigabytes. This equates to the 60% overall data reduction. The EPS widgets show the volume in events per second incoming and being routed outbound. So that's the Data Optimizer working to intelligently to reduce the data based on a variety of factors like our prepackaged pipelines that we have created with our experience based on UEBA and SIM use cases over the last 10+ years. And that really helps. And that's one of our differentiators where our knowledge in this domain has helped us create all of these filters. Now going to some of the other widgets here, you can see there's a top optimized event source outgoing percentage. You can see for Windows security we have optimized it so that there's only 28% of data that we received is actually going to our destinations, and the destinations will be a SIM or UEBA. In this scenario, it's a UEBA, so optimization is very important here. So we can see that only 28% is being sent over. Same thing for DNS and Zscaler. Some other widgets we have, the amount of data that we are receiving. These are our top data sources that we're receiving by volume. And top optimized event sources, volume, is what's going out. This is our live EPS trend of the data that Data Optimizer is receiving. That is the out-of-the-box dashboard for the Data Optimizer. All of the widgets that come with the Data Optimizer are customizable, so you can also create different visualizations for this and help you gain more visibility into how your Data Optimizer is working. Another feature that we have is a live preview. So what we can do is go in and see the data that we're receiving live. So if I filter for my agent data, I can see I have 8 resources that are streaming into my Data Optimizer. Now the reason you want to use this is it helps you kind of gain visibility into kind of data that you are receiving, what kind of events that you have. We are applying on the fly normalization with a lot of these resources because we already have our machine learning trained and pipelines which can normalize this data on the fly, and you can see the different kinds of events as well as the raw message that we're receiving. This is the live preview of the data that is coming in. That helps you create filters and queries, and those are important because those are the ones that you would be using to actually optimize the data for cost savings. If you had a sample use case where you only want to send the observed event data from the proxy to your SIM, you can create a query based on this and then add it to the optimizer, so only that set of data is being forwarded. So you have a lot of flexibility there, and the live preview can gives you the option to look at the data and see what's coming in and what you want to filter out. Once we have seen our incoming data, we can go to pipelines. Here we have multiple Data Optimizer pipelines. What a Data Optimizer pipeline does is it applies normalization, transformations, and enrichment to your incoming data, and it also has the routing information on where do you want to route this data. Let's look at this Data Optimizer pipeline. Here we can see, first of all, is some of the widgets for a quick visualization of the optimization metrics. Here you can see specific breakdown of the data from this pipeline that you're getting in. In the earlier dashboard, we saw the overall optimization. Here you see it per resource. You can see for Windows, we have around 523 GB. The optimized volume that actually went out was 209 GB. And you can see the EPS counts and the percentage of optimization for this resource as well. So you have these widgets at the resource level also. Going to the filter section, what we have is the same query that I showed from the live preview. This query is going to filter out a lot of the data that you do not want to forward to your SIM or security analytics platform. For a destination, we have multiple options. In my instance, I've configured a few of these destinations like Elasticsearch, Google Cloud, Amazon S3, Snowflake, and Splunk. In this scenario, I'm sending it to Gurucul SIM, but you have an option to select multiple destinations. You can also configure multiple destinations. There is a large variety of destinations that you have. As you configured those, you have the option to select them from here in the Filters section. If the query that you created from live preview is not enough, you also have a grok-based filter, which enables you to do advanced normalization and filtering of the data. So have the flexibility to do more from here, and it is fully grok-based. Now, once you have created your query, you can go into our mapping screen, and here you see all the attributes that we have extracted from the live data. Here you can select which attributes you want to send to your SIM. In this case, you can select or unselect by checking a box. If you select an attribute, it will be sent. If you unselect, it won't be sent. You also have the option of just sending your actual raw message. But you can also send like certain attributes, right? The reason you might want to do this is because some attributes inside a log might not be useful for certain use cases like UEBA. In that scenario, you can do attribute-level filtering to reduce your data even further. That is just one of the major use cases here. Once you select your attribute, you can go ahead and schedule this pipeline to run at a custom interval where it will gather all the live data, do the optimization, and then forward it to your destination that you have selected. Thank you for watching.